Hello everybody, I am back with another bullet journal setup for September. Yes, hopefully this will come out in time. It is now the 29th of August, so let's see if we get it set up in time. Anyway, this is the first little flip through of August. I've been working on September for quite a long time actually. It's been taking ages, mainly because it was heavily inspired by HulloAlice again. I really liked her theme, which was based on The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. I loved the theme that she did and the technique that she used to spray. I mean, I'll link her down below, but she sprays her pages with water and it looks fantastic. Unfortunately, and you will see, that epically failed for me in my journal. Epically it failed, and I will talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, so a little bit about Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven. It is my boyfriend's favourite poem. I don't know if it's the only poem he knows, because it's certainly the only poem I know. I'm not a massive poetry person. I don't know why. I like writing, but I really struggle when it comes to poetry, like the symbolism, the themes and all that sort of stuff. So I do try, but yeah. Anyway, so I've read parts of The Raven and I really did enjoy it, and I thought, you know, September is our 8-year anniversary together, and I thought I might do something a little bit spooky and something that represents him. He listens to it quite a lot and he just loves it. He loves it. Anyway, I found this font on Pinterest and I really like the look of it, and I tried to colour it in white with the jelly roll pen, but it just looked streaky. It just wasn't really working. It was going to take me forever. So I then thought about watercolour. That didn't work, and then I thought, oh, Tipp-Ex, good old Tipp-Ex, which kind of worked, and it went over the line, and I just thought, it kind of looks a little bit like lace from far away. So I continue to go over the line to make it look like lace, and it kind of worked. So yeah, and this is craft paper that I got from Hobbycraft, and I recently just found this and thought, oh my god, it's perfect. So I was so happy to find that. And I found I was trying to fix that bit, but I thought, nah, it looks more rustic. We all like a bit of rusticism. Is that even a word? Rusticism? I don't know. It is now. And I also got some tips on how to make the newspaper thingy look a bit more used. And they suggested putting watercolour on it. And I thought, yeah, why not? So I gave it a go and it looks alright actually from far away. Again, far away it looks better. But yeah, so it does look a little bit, I think it looks like lace. Tim says no it doesn't, but up close he's like, it looks awful, and then far away he's like, yeah, I can kind of see it, but And this is my favourite washi tape ever. I've had it for like a year. I absolutely love it. It's so bloody pretty. Ugh, I really like it. Anyway, so this is the part where things go wrong. I thought, okay, let's get the best splash that I can. So I outlined them in different colours, black, a really lovely dark blue, and a grey blue, I want to say. As you can see, I'm alternating the colours, and then I'm going to spray it and you will see what yep. So it looks kind of okay here. It didn't have the desired effect that I wanted. It needed to be more everywhere rather than just fluffy, so I wasn't 100% keen. So I thought, okay, right, do it again. And then I thought, okay, I'll add more colour, so I alternated black and blue, I think, or was it grey? Yeah, black and blue. And again I sprayed it, and then you will see the horror. Spray, still didn't really work. I was like, okay, mop up some of it. Dry. Oh my god. It absolutely ruined my pages. I was so upset. I was like, I'm done with this. I'm not doing any more. Forget the video, forget YouTube, I'm done. Yeah, but then I pulled myself together and sorted my life out. and I decided to do the watercolour effect that I really liked actually in the end, and I wish I had just done this to begin with. I ended up getting 2 spare pages from my Leuchtturm and sticking it into this book, which is a Limone. Is that how you pronounce it? A Limone? I don't know, I think it's like a Limone. And it worked really well, but I will say something. I think HulloAlice uses a Leuchtturm in her setup, so maybe that would work better. But if you watch her video, honestly, it's really good. I really, really want to try it again, but I'm too scared to read any more of my pages. So I think I might try it with a spare Leuchtturm. We'll give it a go. And I printed this font onto black paper thinking I could print white onto black, but I don't know if I'm just running out of ink or if you don't get white ink. I really don't know. So yeah, whatever. I tried, it did work. And actually, I'm going to say that I used Crayola for these, but the Crayola black was like green. It's really, really weird. It's like a green, it's not black. It's just odd. And I drew a nice little feather on the side because, you know, ravens. Can't really draw feathers, so it worked out fine. And I'm sticking in this, not sticking, what am I going to say? I do something differently with the feather, and it worked really nicely, but it didn't for the rest of the pages, should I say, and you'll find out soon. So this is what I do with the feather. I kind of half colour it in with some blue and black, and then I go over it with watercolour to like fade it in, and it just looks really pretty. I don't know if I put it up close actually. Do I go up close? My washi tape is so nice. I love that washi tape so much. I kind of don't want to use it all because it's so pretty, but then I'm like, what am I going to do with it just hanging around? So I should probably use it. So I have been using it. It's really nice. I really like it. So nice. Okay, wait. Do I zoom in on the feather or anything? No, yes. Yeah, there you go. Okay, well, that didn't really help, did it? No. Anyway, it looked really nice, and then on the rest of the pages it did not, and hopefully you will see why it did not. But I continued to do this font. It took me ages to get the hang of it, but once I got the hang of it, it was really sort of easy to do. Once you didn't care how messy it was, it actually looked alright, and I was quite happy with it. So I'm really glad that I decided to do it. And this is my mental health. Everything's out of order this month because obviously I messed up. I messed up big time. So my YouTube tracker, my mood tracker, my habit tracker, they're all at the back of the book now. And we went straight into mental health because I had to stick a couple of pages together because it just looked awful. And I mean awful. But while I'm going through all this bits and bobs, I thought I would read a couple of chapters? Phases? I don't know, the little sections of poetry until a certain part, and I want to see if anyone can guess why. And I'll tell you anyway. So this is The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of some one gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, "tapping at my chamber door, only this and nothing more." Ah, distinctly I remember, it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow for the lost Lenore. For the rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken sad uncertain rustling of each purple curtain filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This is it, and nothing more." So yeah, we will see if any of you figure it out. I will leave it there. because it's actually a really long poem. It's really nice. It's actually quite sad, and it's about like loneliness and not being able to let go of the past and stuff like that. And like I said, it's Tim's favourite poem. Not really sure why. I think he just loves the fact that you have to say it in a really... I didn't do it in a deep voice because I tried, but it didn't really work. But yeah, a deep voice. So here we go. This is where I tried to do the feather. That was perfect timing. So I did exactly the same. And as you... Oh, actually it wasn't. As you can see, it just didn't blend at all. It didn't work. And it took me ages to work out why. And I mean... It took me ages to work out why, and I feel so bloody dumb because I added pages from my Leuchtturm into this book, and the first feather that I did was on the Leuchtturm, not the Limon paper, and that's why it was different bloody paper. And I couldn't work it out for days. I was like, why isn't it working? I don't understand. Yeah, that's me being silly. But anyway, this is my few lines a day, and we're coming in with a little bit of more washi. I literally put this washi tape wherever I could because it's so nice. I'm just going to keep going on about it. It's really nice. So yeah, and then I thought these pages were a bit boring, so I added some more feathers because I wasn't really sure what to do here. But... yes, that's what I did. You know what? How is everybody else? I don't really have much more to say other than this and how long it bloody took me to do. This is a really long video, by the way. I'm really sorry. You can skip and go to the end. But don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. I actually just put my hands up to the camera, and obviously that's not even filming me, so you can't see me, and I now feel stupid. We'll move on. Yeah, how is everybody? I hope everyone else is good. I am okay. I'm currently waiting for things, and I'm an impatient person, so I hate waiting. Waiting is the bane of my existence. But what can I do other than wait, which is nothing. I have finished Gotham, by the way, on Netflix, which was really, really good. And I also finally finished Orange is the New Black, which... my God, is it just me? Actually, I'm going to rant about this. Is it just me? But Orange is the New Black was really good and interesting, right? But the last season was so depressing. I was crying in every bloody episode. And towards the end, I was like, I'm not satisfied by this at all. I'm still sad. Like, I hated it. It was awful. And Tim's like, well, they can't glamorize prison. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. But it doesn't have to be as depressing as it was. Gosh, it was awful. Really awful. Any other comments? Put them down below. Let me know how you feel about Orange is the New Black. It's on Netflix, the whole series. This is like, I lost the footage for this actually, so I did the same pattern with my watercolours, and for some reason I lost the footage and I really don't know why. But it's apparently, I never check my quotes, just get them from Pinterest. But apparently this is a quote from Edgar Allan Poe himself, and I was like, right, it makes sense. So it says, never to suffer would never to have been blessed. And I thought that really resonates with me in my life right now, because right at the beginning when I started the channel, I said that I was going through a really bad time, and it did get continuously worse. And I don't want to say anything yet, but Touchwood, I am touching wood, it is starting to look up. And I suppose I would never have seen it looking up if I hadn't suffered. And I'm a true believer in stuff like that. Like, you need to be sad in order to see the happiness and things. And it was Edgar Allan Poe, and the whole poem was about suffering. And, you know, he was blessed because he actually got to meet Lenore and, you know, this love of his life. And, yeah, I'm just babbling now. So, yeah, anyway, I just really liked the quote and I added it. But I quite liked it. And I hate this spread. I hate it. I really don't like it. It just looks really plain and boring, and you can see the white a lot better in person. I don't know why it's not picking up that great on camera, but you can see it in person. I thought it would look really good, but I suppose because I couldn't do the water spray technique, it just looks plain, doesn't it? So I'm not really keen. I do go back and add... Sorry, I've got some hiccups. I do go back and add a little bit more to that section, but to be honest, I hate that page and I wish I didn't do it and I did a different spread instead. Which, to be honest, actually, I did too many things wrong this month. I did too many spreads. So usually what I do is, if the month ends or begins and there's more days of the week in the next month, so for instance, September finishes on a Monday and the rest of that week will be October. So usually I would just move that 30th to my October spread. But I decided to do 5 weeks for some reason of spreads, which you will see, and I had to go into October. So whether I use that week page, I'm not sure. I do really like the week page though, so I might do it, and then maybe, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. And again, this spread looked really boring as well. Here I am trying to spruce up the other one by adding some more washi, but I wanted different washi because I was destroying my Raven one. Yeah, it's just a grey one that my sister gave me. It's really nice, actually. I swear she gave me 2. Maybe she took one back. Bitch. How dare you, Ria. But yeah, you can see I still don't like it. It just doesn't look any better. I really tried. And I don't think the washi's sticking down that great, which is why I'm going over it so much. And then I remembered I had the feather stamp, which, you know, I used to try and spruce it up a little bit more. It's just the first 2 spreads are a mess. They're just a mess, just an absolute mess in not a good way either. And I decided on an idea for my mood tracker. I was thinking, ooh, I could use the feathers as my mood tracker, so I'd have to colour in a feather each day. But that didn't quite work out as I had planned, and I do like it and I don't. I kind of want to get other people's opinions. Tim doesn't really give me an opinion. He just goes, yeah, it's alright. It's not really an opinion, Tim. Like, you know, if you want to give me a proper opinion later, that'd be great. Thank you. His opinions are like, I don't dislike it, but I don't like it. Like, great. Well, that's a unknown then, isn't it? Anyway, so yeah, when you get to the mood tracker, which you will see at the end through the flip through, and I think I have footage of it. Let me know what you guys think, and I might redo it. I'm not sure. I'll talk about that more later. But these are the spreads I really like. So I did the same idea for this weekly spread that I did for the I cannot think calendar page. Oh my god, for the calendar page. And it just turned out so much better. It just looked like I wanted it to look. Yeah, but I hate the other pages, to be honest. There's this one that I like, and then another one that's exactly the same as this one, which is the one that I didn't need, but just swapped around, and I did like it, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I just did splodges and the colours that I wanted for this theme, and then I outlined the boxes, because I've gone back to 2-week spreads because in September I should be back at uni, and I like to write everything down, like where I'm supposed to be, what times, any assignments I've been given, stuff that I need to check, and just things around September usually get a lot busier, so I decided to go back to my 2-week spreads. Especially as, oh, you don't know this actually, so I have been, your girl's been promoted to TA in her witchy online school. Hey! I'm so excited and super thrilled, I suppose is the word I'm looking for. I'm really, really happy that they decided to promote me. I'm just so happy. Anyway, I've made a teacher bullet journal as well, which I'm hoping to edit and put that up at some point. It's not as intricate as this one. It's actually quite a quick one. But I still like it, actually. It's based on my old October theme, which none of you have seen unless you're friends and family, which you would have seen because I like to show off my bullet journal because it makes me happy. I put okay, not show off, but I put so much work and effort into it that I really like to get other people's opinions and stuff like that, so I thought I'd give it a go. Here we go. So this is a page I'm not really sure on, so I wanted to, again, to do the watercolour effects, and I tried it out. It kind of works. It looks a bit messy, but I suppose that was the point. I don't know, it worked on the blue a lot more than the grey, and it did go through a little bit, but you can't really tell that much. It looks okay. It kind of looks like blinds. To me, it looks like blinds. So yeah, I mean, did I have another opinion for this? I thought I did. I thought I was looking at it and I was thinking of what it could be, but maybe I'm just making up rubbish. Look, see, I made another mistake. I did blue instead of grey. I'm a mess. I am literally such a mess, and I wasn't even rushing. I've got loads of time, so I was like, la la la, and I still messed up. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with me. I was thinking of putting that at the bottom, and I thought, no, it's going to look way too messy. So I just decided to go for some nice washi tape, and I thought Beware would be quite a good one as a washi tape to use, because it's sort of Halloween, it's spooky, and, you know, the Raven's kind of spooky. It's about death and sorrow, the afterlife, and not being able to let go, loneliness, depression, and what else? What else was I going? I completely just lost my train of thought. It's gone. Oh my god, I had a train of thought and it's gone. I'm broken. I am broken. I don't know. Nope, I've gone. It's gone. It is gone. I'm 100% broken. Here we are doing this one. We'll just move on from my brokenness. Move on. And yeah, again, it's exactly the same, but it just looks cool, man. It looks cool. It's not the greatest thing to write on, to be fair, but I think it looks cool. Okay. I'm getting really put off by the music in the background. I chose a really creepy, spooky music. Like, I'm gonna shut up so you can hear it. Anyway, so I'm going to talk for a little bit, but yeah, I chose a really creepy, spooky music, which I really do like, but the more I'm listening to it, the more creeped out I'm finding. It's called Gaia in Fog. I'm not quite sure why it's called Gaia in Fog. Like, I understand the fog part, but it honestly sounds creepy. Look, I'll shut up again. Creepy. I will try and higher it up in that section so you can hear it properly, because I know I put it down quite low, but I don't know, it just makes me feel a bit on edge. Like, I don't know what it is, but I kind of like it. It's like watching a horror film. That's what it reminds me of, watching a horror film. But yeah, I really, as you can see, I really did enjoy using this font, and I really want to use it again. I think it goes really nicely with the theme, which again, I did completely and utterly steal it from HulloAlice, who will be linked down below. Please go check her out. Like I said last time, I don't think she does bullet journal videos anymore, but the ones that she has done and has got up there, I really love. Unfortunately, the technique I wanted to use didn't work, but I suppose that forced me to do something completely bloody different. I wasn't going to 100% copy her anyway, but I wanted to use that technique and the theme and interpret it myself, which you can see, like, we've done different things. Like, I've done some feathers because it just makes sense, but otherwise we've done different things. But yeah, the technique didn't work, and I think I'm most gutted about that, to be honest. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. I wonder if Americans say gutted. I know that sounds really weird, but I have a lot of, like, American friends, and they've recently highlighted to me the differences in our language. So they call English or British people Limeys, and I had no idea what a limey was or why, and I didn't find it insulting at all. I thought it was quite funny, actually. And I was like, what the hell is a limey? I suppose it's the same as us calling them Yankees, even though they're not all Yankees because they're not from New York. But yeah, apparently I asked him about it. I was like, what the hell is a limey? Because I don't know. And he's like, oh, we used to, like, go over there and bring limes. Apparently we used to give them limes, so we're called Limeys. I have no idea if that's true. He likes to bullshit, so we'll see. But yeah, so he calls us Limeys. And then they have eggplant and we have aubergines, and they're the same thing. And then, what was the other one? Zucchini, that's it. So in my kitchen witch club thing, which I am a co-mod for, it's zucchini is the the ingredient of the month. And I was like, I don't know what a zucchini is. I looked it up. It's a courgette. And they were like, oh my god, I didn't know it was different. And I was like, apparently so. So yeah, we're making courgettes and bananas. I really like bananas. I'm not a fan of courgettes, which apparently it's a squash, by the way. It's a mini squash, which I thought was interesting because I don't like them, but I do like squash. So that's weird. Anyway, so the theme I did for this, if you haven't guessed, if you did guess, put it in the comments down below, please, because I'd like to see if anyone did guess. It is the purple curtains that he talks about. So the raven comes through his window and flies up onto a bust of a goddess. I think it's called Pallas or something, which is the Roman or Greek goddess. I think it's another word for Athena, I believe. I did look it up because I was like, I've never heard of this goddess before. Anyway, it flies up and lands on a busk at the top of his chamber door, which is why, you know, he speaks about his purple curtains. So I was like, yes, purple curtains, that's where my habits are gonna go. So that's what I did, and I tried to make them look a bit nicer as well by giving them some detail. I stuck some stickers in, and I think we're gonna go, oh, this is the mood tracker. Oh my god. I couldn't get it flat enough to do it on the side. As you can tell, it's missing, and I'm like, for God's sake, man. It's too much. I don't like it. But anyway, we are at the flip through section. Please let me know your thoughts, ideas, and any of the other questions down below. Please like, subscribe, and comment, or share if you wouldn't mind. That would be lovely. And I will see you all very, very soon. Don't forget to check out the description for HulloAlice and any supplies that I used. And I will see you all later. Bye, love you, bye!